Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Thank you for sponsoring those that sponsor us, like BTB, Woodfire Pizza and Grill, where Matt is celebrating his 50th today, right?
Yes, yep,
Yeah.
50th. I think he's in Austin.
And the soldier was at his big dinner at Black and Blue, and great time.
That was a good time, yeah. Never been to Black and Blue. The food was fantastic.
Yeah, it is good over there. It's good stuff. Kevin with his freshly shaved. Are you growing it back, though? You didn't shave?
I'll grow. It'll grow back here. It won't be a full beard.
Okay. I liked it. I thought it looked good. I know you said it didn't, but I did.
It was too patchy. It had too much gray and too much. It looked like a fucking zebra.
So a friend of ours, yours and mine, I don't know that Kevin knows him. He is growing a mustache for his college reunion because they have like a theme. So he wants to go. He wants to go as Magnum PI, but he's been dyeing the mustache because it's coming in so gray.
Just for men?
So I don't know what he's using. And he's like, yeah, once it's over, I'm going to shave it. But he looks more like Walter Matthau than he does Tom Selleck.
Magnum PU instead of Magnum PI?
It's like, oh, my God. But, yeah, you can dye that shit. But mine would get very gray, too, if I grew it.
When it's goatee, it mashes in a little bit more. It was just like a patch of gray here, a patch of gray here, black over here, patch of gray here. It just didn't look...
I liked it. I didn't think it was that bad.
Mine's totally, when I grow mine's almost gray.
Yeah.
Totally gray.
Well, you get a very professorial look.
Yes.
That's because you're old.
I am
That's
old.
what happens.
I am old.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, like 2 months.
Do you ever have a situation where something gets out of control for you? You know it's going wrong, but you should stop. You just keep going. You just keep going. It sounds like me with alcohol.
Just turn into the steer into the spin?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's like, and it doesn't have to be drinking. I'm talking about like anything in life where all of a sudden you're just going and you go, this is getting out of control. Ever have that? Like an argument. An argument's a great example where you know you should either shut up or back out or whatever, but you can't. That momentum's going. You got to get that one more. Yeah.
It's Soldier every week on the podcast and his car ride home. And the phone calls he gets.
Because there's a guy who got arrested and he's accused of sending a series of vulgar and obscene messages to juvenile members of a family. And one of the messages threatening physical harm. I'm assuming this is a neighbor dispute. They don't go into a whole lot. 50-year-old guy got arrested, aggravated harassment, endangering the welfare of a child. I don't know. Like, kids can be sharp-tongued. Somehow something happened and this guy, you couldn't stop. He couldn't stop. He just kept going and going and going. Never been there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I stopped doing it. I actually made a cut of doing what I was doing. And I made a cut with it. I was like, and then.
What were you doing?
Well.
Can you say?
Yeah, but I don't want.
bad.
I don't want anybody to think I'm talking bad about a place.
Oh, about a place.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Well, Was
it a job?
No, it was the place I go.
Okay, a place you go
Yeah.
and hang out.
Well, I started, how everybody will go, oh, that place is toxic.
Yeah.
I said I'm toxic in that place because I don't think the place is toxic.
Right.
And anytime I went in there at night when I was doing a lot of drinking, I would do something fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Say something stupid.
Yeah. Right.
Do
Yep.
ask for dumb things.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect example that I have.
Are you welcome back to BTB?
Yeah.
Finally.
only in the afternoon.
Suspension's been lifted.
I have to leave at 4.
That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Same thing with this guy. He knows that he shouldn't be like texting to this teenager or a juvenile kid, like, get the fuck off my lawn. Whatever he did, I'm going to kick your ass. But you get to a point where you can't help it. That would happen to me, like, anytime when I was married, I would argue. And there were times I should have just probably opened my ears and maybe listened to what was being said, not necessarily, voices get raised. So I hear more tone than I do message. And that's another good thing. And then I would just start coming.
Yep.
And that train gets going. And, man, it's getting down the track. And that locomotive's hitting up. And the next thing you know, boom, it's just running everything over, and it fucking makes it all worse.
Doesn't make it better. That's
No,
for
it makes
sure.
it all worse all the time. All the time.
But I've learned that.
Yes, me too. I've learned it. I still can't stop it.
But sometimes it de-stresses you because you get all that shit out, even though you don't want to.
But there's got to be a better way.
And then you're good for another 6-8 months.
There's got to be a better way. That's all I'm saying. There's got to be a better way. I don't know what it is.
But it's just not as fun.
No, it's not. And I grew up in a house where it was like,
when you just diarrhea out the mouth, everything.
Yeah.
It's the best weight off your shoulders for like 6-8 months.
Oh.
I feel like shit after I do it.
Yeah.
But
I give it a
I
week.
feel fucking great.
But I give it a week and I'm all right again. All right.
Yeah. That's an hour.
That's the thing. Because it's the same thing. Like there's this other, I saw it on Facebook and we've talked about it before. The vigilante stuff. I'll call it vigilante.
I love that shit.
Well, this is where like the roping, it would be, what's his name? Who does To Catch a Predator?
Chris Hansen?
So it's like the backyard Chris Hansen's.
Are these the ones that are going around punching people?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're
There's
going around. I don't know if they're going around.
There's
I don't
so
know if they're
many
going around.
There's so many of them now.
Okay.
There's so many.
So I saw one that was somewhat local.
Yes.
A guy drove from Geneseo to Rochester.
Yes.
And he got confronted maybe in the tire section of Walmart or something.
Yes.
I don't know where he is. It doesn't
saw that.
say. I will play the audio for you, and then I have a lot of thoughts.
I know that you were going to come here at this time.
I was coming up here to get tires.
No, but you're not answering my question. Who used your picture and told them, that little girl, that you was going to be here?
I don't know, bro.
All right. You don't know?
Slaps him right there.
Slaps
You want to get the police involved?
You don't know?
Or are you going to answer like a man?
Do you know now? You think I'm fucking stupid?
No, I don't think you're
Okay.
stupid.
Okay, so is some fucking CIA agent using your fucking picture, or are you using your picture?
The other night, I was talking to somebody on.
Hold my phone.
And what?
Hold my phone.
No, hold on. And what happened?
It was.
So you're not here to meet a 13-year-old girl?
No.
So that's
My bad, Josh.
All right. So that last one, the guy like slips back. It did hit him. It caught him. But it hit the other guy's hand, slipped off, and he hit his friend. And that's why he says, sorry, Josh, my bad. Because he punches his buddy who's there to confront the guy. That was a funny moment. What do you think of that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm
hear
weird
you
about this.
100%.
I'm weird about this because they're going and they're trapping. I mean, I know they're doing. It's a terrible thing going on in being a predator. It is, but they're trapping them and then they're freaking punching them and then they're
To me, I'm with you. I don't have a problem that if you want to invest your time to do this, and maybe you have a reason why, maybe some loved one of yours or somewhere something has happened. I don't know. I look, as a guy who was sexually molested, it wasn't from a stranger, and we didn't have the internet back then. It was a family friend, and that's what happened.
Right.
But I will say, like, this stuff is scary. But you give the police, or you give the person, he becomes a victim. He becomes a victim.
He does.
You've assaulted him on camera. One with an open face slap, one with a closed fist punch. I get it. Again, back to the momentum gets going. I'm caught up in the moment. I'm going to fuck this guy up. Yeah, I don't want him fucking around with 13-year-old girls. Or I get it.
New. That is new. I haven't seen that before.
Where they're hitting people?
I've never seen that.
I'm okay with the verbally assaulting him.
Yeah, and even
But
that,
when you start striking, then you're opening yourself up.
I think you are. I think you're
own-
opening yourself up and defeating your very purpose of what you're doing. I tried to find out who these guys were because I thought, let them say their piece. Maybe, maybe there's something going on.
they got to be local.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. It was posted through another website, and I think there's something called DAP. It might be Dads Against Predators. I couldn't find anything but one phone number. I tried calling and it just said it's not accepting calls. It was a very odd thing. This phone number is not accepting calls right now. So I never heard that message. So I thought, okay, well, we'll give these guys a break. But again, it goes back. I almost would love to say to them, look, I think what you're doing, I get it. But don't tell me it's not a lot of hours to try to find the person, unless it was one of their kids or nephews or nieces or whomever they got. But usually it's a lot of hours to try to bait someone in. Then you've got to go and set it up. You got to find the time, get them to agree. You're waiting on all. That's a lot of time.
There
to
is.
set
And what's the legality on them baiting somebody too versus the cops doing
There
it?
are some. It's funny you said it, Kevin. There are some rules. There are some rules that the cops will come to them and say to them, "Well, they can put charges against you for for baiting them,
Or we can't use this because of this. You've broken these laws or rules portion of it.
So I wonder what happens because somebody like I would show the video, but I don't want to show the video, and here's why I don't want to show the video. I don't want somebody to go, I recognize those guys, and then they get arrested or charged. I mean, they assaulted somebody, but someone put it. I would assume they put it out on social media, and I get it, showing everybody, hey, we're doing something here.
Do they blur out the other guy's face?
No, not at
They
all.
don't blur out his face, and they don't blur out the one guy you don't see, but the other guy because it's
The black chef.
Oh, I thought
Oh, there's another one.
no, I haven't seen that one. This guy had a lot of tattoos,
And
and
they punched him too.
yeah, this was it just said that Matt drove. That's what they write on it. Matt drove from to Rochester from Geneseo to pick up a 13-year-old girl in hopes of being her boyfriend. Creepy.
It's fucked up. It is. It is creepy.
I got it. You got to stop it. So my thing is, I have this very strange thought process that when we push hard against something, we just get more of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'll use this as an example. Maybe it'll drive people a little nuts. But like President Trump, so many people, I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. He's the worst guy. Well, he became president of the United States. So I was like, you pushed against it so hard. Now we're pushing. He's guilty on 34 counts. Guess what's happening? Nothing. He's just rising up. And I'm just saying, like, when you push so hard against something, I wish these guys would then design an online course for parents to know if their kid is being approached by someone. Build a way for you to have an open communication with your kid.
Exactly.
Not easy to do, but that way that's I think a better way to stop it than punching a guy in Walmart, which potentially could get you in jail.
But
and then you're not even around.
You hit it on the head, kind of like they're doing this for themselves too. They're doing it to be on camera.
get it.
Hey, look at me. I'm doing this. But you're right. If they want to really help, they should design something for parents,
or do something, or have a like. Wouldn't this is my fucked up head? But let's say I was part of this group, I wouldn't want to hit the guy and go, what is it? Why are you here to meet a 13-year-old girl? What's the fucked up thing in your world?
That's what the other ones do, though. This is taken from you had Hanson, and then all of a sudden people they started doing it, and that's what it is. Like Kev said, they just verbally insult you, and they ask you, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. But I swear to God, you get caught up in that momentum, right? Here's the guy. Your adrenaline's pumping because you're on your own sting. Nobody really knows what's going on. And then you may be thinking in your head, maybe visualizing him, really thinking he was going to meet a 13-year-old girl, and then you just go whap, and it's like, hey. Now you've given a whole new set of problems.
Yeah.
Now you've created a whole new set of problems.
Right.
But it's going everywhere. That's the thing. It's like someone has to know who these guys are.
Yeah. And if you know, let Bill know.
No,
you wouldn't want to interview these guys?
I would want to interview them, but I also don't want to
promote them.
No, not even that. That's not it. You want to know what it is? I don't want to see them get in trouble because they talk to me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden the police call me and go, hey, we've been looking for these guys. We heard that you talked to them on your podcast. I've had that happen in the past on radio and stuff. So I'm like, I don't want to be involved in that. And I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I just don't think it's a smart thing because I think, like everybody said right here, there are laws. But, it's just interesting.
Very interesting.
And what's so weird is you never know. Like, you saw this guy, I don't know that I would have thought. I mean, I guess you could. We all get it in our head. You look at the guy and go, definitely. Yeah, I could see him going after 13-year-olds. But I think if I saw the dude that they slapped walking around, I don't know that it would even register to me that he may be a pedophile.
Right.
Not at all. It's just an interesting use of time. See, this is like the good and the bad of modern day technology. Because you get to see everything. Everybody can be on TV. Everybody can create a show. You can go get whatever. That's the thing.
Everybody's a star.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. It can be. We could have done a whole thing. Kevin could have shaved his beard on camera, and I guarantee you would have gotten a lot of hits.
It's on my OnlyFans.
I did see something, and I thought of you. It was some like BuzzFeed or something, where some woman is receiving $500 a month from her ex because he doesn't want his fiance, a different woman, to know that he has an OnlyFans subscription, and she threatens to tell. So he's paying her off.
Is it of her? Is it of her?
I'm not sure. That's what I was trying to. That's what I thought.
Is he like? Is it his to view, or is it his that he's starring?
I think his to view.
Okay,
his to view. So as you know, like, is it cheating? Well, not technically by the standard of cheating, no. But you are looking at another woman and spending money to do it behind your fiance's back. You don't want her to know, so she would be pissed about it. But she'd be pissed about it, right, Soldier? But
is it worth $500 a month though to have your woman not be
that's the
pissed
thing.
at
Is
you?
like I always wonder with some of these things, like BuzzFeed, Reddit. Somebody's probably making it up.
Yeah.
But even if it was $100 a month, let's say it was $100 a month, she's like, "Listen, I know you do this, and I'm going to tell Ashley." And he's like, "I don't want you to tell her. I'll pay you $100 a month to keep your mouth shut."
Also depends on the woman too. If the new woman is cool, she might think the old woman's just being a bitch, trying to get him in trouble. I don't know.
That's true, too.
That's how I'd play it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just trying to grasp anything she can to get me back. I'm gone. I'm with you now.
You don't think so?
I'm just wondering if I would get in trouble if I signed up for an OnlyFans.
Why would you get in trouble? Oh, yeah, with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
She probably wouldn't be thrilled, but
I don't know if she would care or not.
yeah. What does that say about your relationship? Do you want her to be upset?
No.
No. But if you looked at porn, she's not going to care about that.
No, I don't think so.
But if
Would you share it with her?
Share what with her?
The OnlyFans account? Could you share it with her?
Show her what I'm looking at?
Or let her
look at or log in with your stuff and look at her own stuff. May mess up your algorithm. I don't even know if they have it. All of a sudden, a lot of swinging dick pics in here. I don't know. That it's an interesting question, right? Because
it is
at that point. But like, would you tell your girlfriend if women hit on you at a bar, or if like a woman we were at Iron Smoke, somebody took my phone, took a picture, didn't like the picture, they took the picture again, and then put that with their phone number in the phone.
Ooh,
right. Now, if that happened and you told your girlfriend, "Hey, I was out and this person this is what happened," would she be jealous? And there's a part of me that goes, the only reason you would tell that story is to try to make her a little bit jealous. You want her to be.
You know what I used to do?
I'd probably tell Carrie. She'd probably tell me I'm full of shit. I'm making shit up again.
Prove it.
It's like a girl would walk by and I'm like, I messed around with her before. And I would do that, and she told me, "Stop telling me people that you've messed around with." But she wanted to know. I thought,
yeah, that's uncomfortable.
I guess.
Were they
they're
legit,
walking
or
by-
was it just
No,
random
legit,
people?
legit.
So it was just random people.
Yeah,
Never said I watched them before.
I messed around with him.
that might have been said. That might have been said once.
That's how you fuck with her. Be like, yeah, I messed around with him too. Just mess with her.
All right, we'll take a moment. Things that people thought were going to be really great until they got them. You know, like Kevin and I were talking about this, and Kevin brought up a great one, which was
A boat.
100%. What the saying is, the best days you have a boat are the first day and the last day.
Boat spells bust out 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, right. So, but actually, surprisingly, boat isn't on the list. But there are some things on there that, of course, brings me to the Soldier and some others.
Are e-bikes on there?
They're not, but they should be. We'll take a moment. But BTB, Wood Fire Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge. It's a new month. All new specials. Had tonight the chicken and apple panini. Fantastic. It's grilled chicken, apple cheese. There's something about apple and cheddar that goes so well together. You throw in the...
It's a Northeast thing though, because I don't think people get that outside of the Northeast. They're like, "What are you eating cheese with apple pie for?"
Oh,
and it's usually if it's the cheese, it's the sharper the cheese with the apple pie.
yeah, that's interesting. So I thought this was great Craisins, onion, celery, mayo over romaine. I got the wrong thing. I mean, cheddar pesto garlic aioli, excuse me. Served with fries or the chips. I love the chips. It's one of the great specials this month at BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill, where you can go and relax on that deck, or excuse me, their patio.
It was warm out there today when I picked up, and there was a
nice.
bunch of people out there.
And they have the bar out there, which is nice, and you can go and get yourself the June Bug. It's melon liqueur, coconut rum, creamed banana, pineapple juice, and lemon. How about that?
Ooh.
That actually sounds really like refreshing.
It does.
Or the martini of the month, the Bikini Martini, baby. You get the vodka, rum, pineapple juice, lemonade, and grenadine, all while sitting on that really, really cozy patio right there at BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill. And the pizza of the month, one of my favorites, the barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken pizza. Get it all at BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge.